Welcome to Growth Diary. The habits of eating will reflect your character. People with these habits are not worthy of deep friendship. There is a saying, details determine success or failure. That is to say, we live in this social environment, and an inadvertent detail can often reflect a person's deep personal cultivation, and details can also determine how far a person goes. So, whether it is at work or in daily life, we do not leave one thing, various forms of dinner parties. Character can be seen in details, so in fact, a person's character can also be seen at the dinner table. We Chinese have been very particular about table manners since ancient times. A person's character can often be seen and clearly expressed after a meal at the table. Social networking is an essential skill for everyone, so we often get to know some people from the dinner table at the party, and want to know whether this person deserves to continue to have a deeper connection and interaction. You only need to look at their eating habits and the details of ordering dishes, and you can probably tell a thing or two, and you know it in your heart. Therefore, people who have these kinds of habits when eating, most of them have bad character, and there is usually no need to continue to make friends. The first one, eating too badly, ignoring the overall image of the individual. There is a saying that I believe everyone is familiar with, and that is what the old people like to say since they were young. Standing has a standing posture, sitting has a sitting posture, and eating also has a eating posture. This sentence also tells us that we must pay attention to our personal image at all times, so that we will not miss the opportunity when the opportunity comes because some details that should have been ignored. Today we are talking about eating, so the appearance of your eating mentioned here represents your personal business card. In the process of eating, it is not difficult to find that those who eat better are quite decent when eating. They don't eat all the time because they like it, and they know how to take care of others' inner feelings. They habitually leave delicious food to everyone enjoy together, and in life, most of these people are more considerate and responsible, and getting along with them will make you feel more comfortable inside. On the contrary, those who always like to pick and choose at the dinner table and gobble up delicious food are mostly selfish, and lack of family upbringing in their lives.
Others don't talk about your behavior on the surface, but they have already excluded you from the boundaries of possible communication in their hearts. Your relationship is just a one-time acquaintance, and there is no more in-depth expansion. People like this kind of people who only care about their own feelings and behave too roughly are not straightforward, not careless, but lack of self-cultivation. They don't know how to respect others, and they focus on personal interests. This kind of people must not be intimate, otherwise they will be hurt. It must be you. The second one, when ordering food, it is personal-centered and does not know how to take into account the tastes of others. No matter what type of dinner, ordering is inseparable. Although it is a small gesture, it is enough to express a person's character. Have you ever met such a person in a dinner party in real life? It is obvious that someone else is treating guests to dinner, but out of politeness, if he is asked to order, he will not be polite. It seems very rude and selfish to order your favorite dishes according to your personal taste, completely forgetting to ask other people's opinions before making a decision. And a person with a really good character, when they eat, will habitually know how to take care of the tastes of other people at the table, and then consider everyone's tastes and opinions, and then decide on the dishes. Respected, it feels like everyone feels good and comfortable. On the contrary, if a person never thinks about asking for other people's opinions at the dinner table, and always orders dishes according to his own preferences, then such a person, in their daily life, most of them will not choose to think about you first. If you make friends with such a person, it is doomed not to last long, and you will run away sooner or later. The third, I like to care about every detail and yell at the waiter. In fact, any occupation is a service industry, but the people served and the goals are different. I once heard this sentence: when eating in a restaurant, the attitude a person treats the service staff will treat you with the same attitude 6 months later. Although this is just a joke, and even a bit exaggerated, but it is accurate to the point, there is a certain truth. When we are eating, the most unhappy situation is, there is always one person at the dinner table, always dissatisfied with various kinds, every dish has thorns, delicious dishes are too small, the food tastes bad, or the service time is slow, and then they make things difficult for the waiter, embarrassing the people who are eating next to them, and at the same time they are more stubborn and difficult to listen to persuasion. But a person with a really good character will speak well when he has something to say, and will never spit out bad words easily. He will speak slowly when he has a problem, and will not get angry at will. On the contrary, a person whose character is not good enough, they will habitually treat people who are not as good as themselves, all kinds of nitpicking, haggling, only looking after themselves to vent, forgetting the basic manners and qualities of being a human being. If you stay with this kind of person for a long time, he can't accept your shortcomings. Instead, he will yell at you because you can't meet his requirements. Then let you feel wronged and angry at any time. As the saying goes, details can reveal a person's character, and little things can tell a person's heart. This is always true. Therefore, if you meet the above 3 types of people at the dinner table, keeping a distance and respecting them is the right choice and the best way to protect yourself. Only by being friends with people with good character can our hearts be happy all the time, in a happy mood, and everything goes smoothly. In addition, when interacting with others, only when you know how to respect others can you win the respect of others. Only when you know how to consider others can you gain the kindness that moves you. A good character is the foundation of our life. In the process of getting along, being able to make people feel comfortable physically and mentally is the top strength, and I hope you have it. That's all for this issue. Thanks for listening.